How does it feel to finally be on the cusp of your pro debut?
Yeah, we're here now, one step closer to the biggest night of my life. So yeah, it's been a big build-up, and I can't wait to get in there now and get the job done.
And how different are you finding everything? Because obviously in the amateur game, there's not as much press to be doing like you're doing now. There's not as much extra obligations outside the ring. How are you finding the adjustment to all that?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I squared off with my opponent last night, and every time I square off with my opponent, we're ready to have a fight. So it was different to sort of stare him out and then go and do a bit of media and do a few photos and then go back to squaring off with him. So it's definitely a different game outside of the ring, and I'm sure it'll be a different game inside the ring as well.
Late change of opponent. Obviously, as a great amateur fighter, you're used to not knowing much about the guys you go in with, but how has that interrupted your rhythm at all? Like, what was it like when you found out you were going to be fighting a different opponent altogether?
Yeah, no skin off my nose, to be honest with you. I feel like I never underestimate anyone, but at this level, starting off, it's not like I'm training for a title and you're solely focused on one fighter. You know, they're all from the same pot, and I've just got to get in there and do my job, and I'll learn on the job when I'm in there.
Talk us through a bit about that training. You're in there with Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, two guys that have brought us multiple champions. What's that been like in terms of differences to your training with Team GB?
Well, with Nigel, I'm familiar with Nigel because I used to box on Moss side as an amateur, so there's no sort of differences there. But in terms of training at GB compared to the pro game, I'm training twice a day now instead of 3 times a day. So I can really put everything into them 2 sessions. I'm recovering in between, and I'm getting more out the sessions as well. So it's definitely benefiting me.
We've seen a lot of you in the amateurs. Are there any differences we can expect to see in your style in terms of adjustments you've made that we're going to see in the ring on Friday night?
Yeah, there'll be a few adjustments. Obviously, everything slows down as a pro. You've got to weigh up your opponent and don't be rushing in. Obviously, the gloves are smaller and stuff like that, so you've got to be careful. But I'll still have that aggressive style. I'll still be bringing the heat. That's just in my makeup, so that won't go anywhere.
And what's it going to be like headlining on your pro debut? Not many people get to do that. What's it like to see your name up there on the marquee for this fight?
Yeah, it's massive. Like you just said there, not many people get to do it, so I'm just grabbing it with both hands. I'm not letting the occasion, get to me too much. I'm just taking it with a pinch of salt, and I'm just enjoying it for what it is. And I'm in a very good position, so I can't wait.
That place is going to be absolutely packed with Pat Brown fans, as we know. You take a huge following everywhere. Why do you think you've got such a devoted and vocal fan base?
I think it's a mixture of 2 things. My dad's quite popular in my area, and he runs a boxing gym, so he's very sorry, Crawler. You're right. He's very involved with the community, and he loves going out, having a few pints as well. So in terms of getting out there and speaking to everyone, me and my dad were quite popular in our area, and they've known me as a boxer ever since I was a kid as well. So they've always watched my journey. So I think that's probably why, to be fair.
We've seen one of them make a cameo there, Anthony Crolla. There's also names like Michael Gomez, Ricky Hatton. There's quite a Manchester fight legacy. How does that inspire you?
Yeah, it inspires me massively. Manchester, we're known for the football, we're known for the boxing. They're the 2 biggest sports out of Manchester, in my opinion. So I'm going in the right direction by headlining this Friday. And yeah, that's the goal, to put my name amongst them great fighters.
And I know fighters often don't want to look too far ahead, but I'm wondering, what is your year looking like? You get the win on Friday night. How many fights do you want this year? What sort of levels are we looking at from you?
Yeah, I'll take however many fights they put in front of me. As of yet, I'm just focusing on Friday as expected. And then, whenever they want me back out, I'll make sure I'm ready to go. And I'm sure I'll be active. And this is what I live and breathe for. So, yeah.
Cruiserweight is an incredible division in this country. There's some great fighters there. I'd be here all day if I tried to name them all. What do you make of the division? You're obviously going to be wanting to get involved with some of those names in the next year or 2.
Yeah, it's a great division, Cruiserweight. I feel like it's come on the rise as well. Most people, they focus on the heavyweights, which is rightly so, but with Cruiser, you're getting the speed and you're getting the power. And I feel like Cruiserweights now as well, they can blossom into a heavyweight, so it's a nice little stepping stone. And yeah, there's some great oppositions there in Britain, in Europe and around the world. So yeah, I can't wait to keep climbing the ranks slowly but surely and having them fights.
And are there any names in the division that stand out to you where you think either I admire him as a fighter or that's someone I can see myself matching up well with stepping into the ring one day? Who is it that impresses you at cruiserweight?
I think at the minute you've got obviously Opetaia. He's the main man. He's had that amateur pedigree and he's loose and fast. He's a great talent. So yeah, I definitely look at him and I think you're a good fighter, and it'll be an honour to get in the ring with him one day. Obviously not now. I've got a lot of experience to gain, but yeah, we'll see where I'm at in the future, and whoever's there, it'll meant to be.
And just finally, can I get a prediction from you for Pat Brown's pro debut on Friday night? How's it going to go?
Prediction, well, everyone wants a knockout, don't they? I'm going to weigh my opponent up. I'm going to see how it goes. It's 6 rounds, so it's a long time in there. And if the knockout comes, it comes. But I can guarantee it'll be entertaining. I'll be throwing some big shots, and there's going to be an electric crowd.
Great stuff. Pat Brown, thanks for speaking with me today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.